I'm just coming again with you just to give you some encouragement. Today's been a day. I'm in Toledo, Ohio today, getting ready for possibly some snow. Hopefully, it won't snow. But I just want to encourage you to stay focused. People are going to try to come against you. One of the reasons why Grief Talk was started is because, especially as it pertains to African Americans, we tend to hold so much on the inside. I was talking to a young lady yesterday who lost her brother brutally. He was shot a few years ago, and he was a promising young man. He was in the community. He was the coach of a few different teams. Most athletes started out with him in our community, and then he was just shot. She was called at 2 or 3 in the morning and told to make it to the hospital. However, didn't have to go to the hospital because he was taken straight to the morgue. And, after the funeral, after the hustle and bustle of getting things ready for his funeral services and life celebrations, and he was buried a few years later, and she has yet to deal with the grief and the trauma from the phone call. And we were at a basketball game, and I started talking to her about grief talk, and I could see it in her eyes that the trauma had not been addressed. And I was telling her about my first book that's coming out on closure. And she really was excited to hear about it and said that that's not something that was ever even offered to her, somebody to talk to. Because we look at the connotation of seeing a therapist as thinking that, we're crazy. I told somebody before, when I was indicted, facing 27 years in prison for something I didn't do. Literally, I was running for public office, so politics gets in. People get nasty. The bottom line was, didn't do it. And so I had to contend with how society was viewing me. So I was going through an identity crisis. As well, I was grieving the life that I had lived up until then, because it all of a sudden came to a halt. And that was a death. But there was no food brought to the house that week. There was not a time to have a life celebration service. My life, as I had known it, was over. The trauma of that time made me have to get ready for a trial facing 27 years. And so it was important for me to understand after the fact that this sacred space would have been so useful for me back then. Having somebody I could just talk about what I was going through, and having somebody there to help me go through what I was dealing with in my head. This is why I created Grief Talk and our podcast. I'm happy to say in the next week, our first 10 episodes should be out on the audio platform. And this platform, this visual platform, will be coming, and we'll be addressing each of the audio platforms. But I just wanted to come and encourage some of you today, because I know this has been a rocky road, and I wanted to just explain to you again why I created Grief Talk. Grief Talk is for you. It's for me. It's for those of us who have never been given an opportunity to walk out our grief, walk out our trauma in a safe space. Safe space. No judgment here. And so let's get it on. I'm ready. I'm excited about it. Not backing down. I'm going to talk about me a lot. I'm going to talk about you. I want to hear from you, and I'm going to talk about me, because the Lord knows I have nothing to hide. So Stay tuned. If you like this, please share it with somebody. Subscribe so that whenever um, this platform goes live, you can get all of the latest. Our website should be up within the next week as well. So I'm kind of waiting on other people because I'm not that technologically savvy yet, but I'm going to get there so I don't have to depend on other people. But please, I am doing this for you, and I'm doing it for me because I get blessed by hearing how others are being blessed because we grow together. This is not about me bashing anybody. This is about us healing, living healing so that we can keep rising because we're all becoming. So I have a whole lot of information that's going to be available for free on www.griefxtalk.com. I've written a lot of books, but I'm pushing and I'm publishing closure. But I'm writing one now called Scandal. I've written a book already called Making It on Broken Pieces. So it's like I'm walking through a lot and I'm not cutting any corners. I'm speaking raw, relevant, crucial stuff. I'm bringing out all the issues. So take care. I've been on probably too long now, but take care. And why am I kind of zesty? I don't know why I'm kind of zesty. I just read that, but I haven't even looked at the comments. Wow. Okay, I didn't even know people were commenting. But anyway, thank you. I guess that zest. I hope zest is good. I don't know, but I'm really trying to help, and I want to see change. So stay tuned. Looking forward to communicating and interacting with so many people on this platform because it's time for us to lay out and deal with the grief that is keeping us hindered. All right, so take care. And until the next time, keep living, keep healing, and keep rising. I don't even know how to cut this off. There we go.